Okay. Hi friends. In last two videos we studied engineering mechanics from RS Kurme, all 325 questions in two parts. Now we'll finish RK Jain similarly in two parts. First of all, what you need to know for getting any mechanical government job, either PSU or state government job, you need to first finish RS Kurmi and RK Jain. So some exams they will directly copy from RS Kurmi and some exam they will directly copy from RK Jain. So and some IES 1 mark and GATE 1 mark questions they will ask. Okay. So I will upload in my channel all RS Kurmi all questions from subject wise and RKGN all questions, and some numericals will be there in RKGN and RS Kurmi. Those also solutions at the end of the video I will upload, and some IES question and GATE question 1 mark questions also upload, and that much is enough to get any mechanical government job. So just you follow the see the all videos, and that is the your preparation is finished. So I studied RS Kurmi and RKGN perfectly, and I got 3 PSUs and once RRB JE I got, and now I am working in a PSU Coal India. Okay. Now we'll see the first question. Okay. Okay. So what is the first question? The unit of force in SI units. So force SI units is that is Newton. Next, the unit of work or energy in SI units. What is that? That is joule. Work and energy both are same units. The unit of power in SI units. So tell me, that is what? So before I will mark, when I will read the question, you just see the option and you recall your answer before I will mark the answer. So because of this, what will happen? It will become like a test for you. Okay. So fourth question, the forces are called as a concurrent when their line of action meet in. So concurrent means their line of action will meet at one single point. Okay. So when their line of action will meet at one point. Coplanar means they will in a same plane. Okay, forces are called as coplanar when all of them acting on body lies in. So coplanar means this is one plane. Concurrent means in one point. So that much you have to know. Okay, the force acting on a body may introduce internal stresses, balance their other forces acting on it, retard its motion, change its motion. So tell me the answer. What is the answer? Yes, you correct. Correct. That is the all of this. Okay, next question. So for this, answer is all of this. Next, which of the following is correct about the loss of polygon? So seventh question, what is the answer? Loss of polygon. So here we'll see the correct answer is D. So D is the correct answer. If any number of forces acting at a point can be represented in direction magnitude by the sides of a polygon taken in order, then the forces are in equilibrium. So this is the correct statement. So just you remember the options. You just see, once you recall and you just remember, they will copy the exact same questions. The effect of a force on a body depends upon. So the effect of force of a body depends upon. So tell me all of this above: magnitude, direction, position, or line of action. If the number of forces act simultaneously on a particle, it is possible. So tell me, it is possible to replace them by a single force. Okay. So all forces represented by a single force, that is we called as a resultant force. If the resultant of two forces P and Q acting at an angle theta makes an angle alpha with P, then tell me 10th, tan alpha equal to, important question they will ask in exam, tan alpha is equal to Q sin theta by P plus Q cos theta. Force is completely defined when we specify. So when we specify, tell me, all means direction, magnitude, and point of application. Next, in two equal forces of magnitude P act at an angle theta, their resultant will be. I told you in the RS Kurmi also same question will came. So that is, tell me answer. 12th D 2p cos theta by 2. So remember this result. Sometimes they will give two equal forces and they will give angle also, then directly we have to substitute the angle. Okay, next 13th question. The algebraic sum of the resolved parts of a number of forces in a given direction is equal to the resolved parts of the resultant in the same direction. This is as per the principle of resolution of forces. So the keyword you remember here, what is here? Resolved. So resolved. So resolved, resultant. So this is the, you remember, algebraic sum of resolved parts. So resolution of forces, like this. Okay, the resolved part of a resultant of a two forces inclined at an angle theta in a given direction is equal to the. Okay, so what they are asking? They are asking a result part of resultant. So 14th is what? A. The algebraic sum of the result parts of the resultant in a given direction. So this is the A is the correct answer for this question. Next 15. Which of the following do not have the identical dimension? Means they don't have the same dimension. So tell me, 15th dimension means units are, you can say. So 15 is E, moment of force and algebraic angular momentum. Okay, got it. Okay, kinetic energy and potential energy same units, joule. Torque and work also same, torque and energy also same, momentum and impulse also same. So here only moment of force and angular momentum is different. Which of the following is not the unit of distance? So tell me, you got it? 16th, milestone is not a unit of distance. Which of the following is not a unit of power? Tell me, which of the following is not a unit of power? Kilocalorie per kg per second. Okay, because kilocalorie means joule here, C option. Joule per second means what? Kilowatt means watt, power. Anyway, horsepower also we calculate in the power, and kg/meter per second, this is the MKS unit. So this one also be the unit of the power. So this is not the unit of power. Which of the following is not the unit of work, energy and heat? So work, energy and heat all are having the same unit, that is joule. So here which is the correct answer? Tell me. 18th D, horsepower. Horsepower is the unit of watt. Which of the following is not the unit of the pressure? So which of the following is not the unit of pressure? Newton, because Newton is the unit of the force. The weight of the body is due to. The weight of the body is due to gravitational pull exerted by the earth or gravitational force of attraction towards the center of the earth. So we have to see all the options in the exam. So this is the correct answer. So 20 is A. So if you not read this, you read this only. This one also partially correct but not fully, but this is the towards the center. That is the exact correct answer. The force which met at one point but their line of action do not lie in the in a plane are called. So meet at one point means concurrent, and not lie in the same plane means what is it? At same plane means coplanar, means non-coplanar. So non-coplanar concurrent. So non-coplanar concurrent system. So B is the correct answer. So these forces will meet at one point. So just forces will meet at one point means that is the concurrent, and these all are there in the same plane, x plane or y plane or z plane, then that is coplanar. When trying to turn a key into a lock, following is applied. So what will be applied? 22 E, that is the couple will apply. So couple is means two opposite, equivalent opposite forces will make couple. Which of the following is not a scalar quantity? So acceleration is not a scalar quantity. That one you know. According to principle of transmissibility of forces, the effect of a force upon a body. So tell me, 24 is C. This question we discussed there also in RS Kurmi. The same at every point in the line of action. Which of the following, important question this one. 24th is important, very important. Which of the following is a vector quantity? Which of the following is a vector quantity? Tell me. 25th. C. Momentum. Momentum is a vector quantity. The magnitude of two forces which when acting at a right angle produces resultant force of root 10 kg, and when acting at a 60 degrees produces resultant of root 13 kg. These forces are, okay. So you have to substitute, you have to r equal to under root of p square plus q square cos theta. In this one, these two left side you substitute, and the theta one time you substitute 90, one time 60 you substitute, you solve both the questions, so you will get the answer. What you get the answer? Tell me. Tell me. 26. You will get the answer C. That is root 5 and root 5. That are the two equal forces, P and Q. The number of forces acting at a point will be in equilibrium if tell me. So 27. That is the C. The sum of the result parts in two perpendicular direction. Okay. Two perpendicular directions are both are 0, means summation of x equal to 0 and summation of y equal to 0. F of x and f of y. Summation of two non-collinear parallel equal forces. Non-collinear means they will not go in a same line. Parallel equal forces acting in opposite direction. What will make it will be 28. Just now we studied. Constitute a couple. Two opposite and equal forces, not collinear, they will make a couple. Okay, constitute a couple. This is the correct answer, C. According to principle of moments. According to principle of moments, so correct answer is B. If the system of coplanar forces in equilibrium, then the algebraic sum of their momentum about any point in their plane is 0. Important question, very important. Okay, like this Vinegar's theorem also they will ask. Vinegar's theorem result is which one? Vinegar's theorem result is C. Which of the following is not a vector quantity? So which of the following is not a vector quantity? Weight is not a vector quantity, but actually weight is a vector quantity. But here mass should be given, but here weight is actually a vector quantity. All options are here vector quantity, but weight is where given option, but actually weight is also a vector quantity because it has a direction. According to law of triangles of forces, okay, tell me. According to law of triangle of forces, 31. So C is the correct answer. If the three forces acting upon a particle are represented in magnitude and direction by a sides of triangle taken in order, they will be in equilibrium. So that things you have to remember. Okay, next. What is asking? Force P be equal to. This type of questions you have to remember. They will directly copy. So they are asking what is the force P. So force P is asking there. So you can apply summation opposite directions you can add, and the vertical direction forces you can add, and horizontal direction you can add. So that how much you will get? This is 32. So you get C. So RB into A plus B. RB into A plus B. So they are asking. So R into B into A plus B. So there is one shortcut is they teach in the GATE exam, GATE institute. So what they how to calculate? If you actually this is up to here only. This is A. Actually this is B up to here to here. So what is that shortcut? If you want to know P, then the force whatever wherever the force will be there, that one into the next distance by total distance, that is f of that is P equal to, you got it. If you want to Q equal to P into A by A plus B, P into B by A plus B. So this answer is C. Now it is C. Okay. If a rigid body is in equilibrium under the action of three forces, then D, B and C. Line of action of these forces meet in a point. Line of action is parallel to forces are parallel. 34. So 34, tell me answer. Okay, opposite, if the two forces each equal to the p in magnitude act at right angles, their effect may be neutralized by a third force acting along their bisector in the opposite direction whose magnitude is equals to. So this one they are asking. So this is the third force resultant, this is p, this is q, 90 degrees. So that one is calculated, root 2 p will be the answer. 34 is C. So you substitute that 2p formula. Okay, the resultant of two forces p and q inclined at an angle theta, following angle with respect to p. So tan theta equal to formula is there now, that one only. For theta we want to calculate, alpha we want to calculate, then tan will be go that side, so it will be tan inverse of q into sin theta by p plus q cos theta. So 35 is B. D'Alembert's principle is used to so many exams they asked. So 36 is A. Reducing the problem of kinetics to equivalent static problems. This is the important question, 36, and the above question also important. Okay, next 37. A heavy ladder resisting on a floor against a vertical wall may not be in equilibrium if vertical ladder resisting on a floor not be in equilibrium. When it will be not in equilibrium, the floor and wall both are smooth surfaces. If both are smooth surfaces, then it won't give any frictional resistance force. According to Lami's theorem we know that. What is the Lami's theorem? 38. Sin theta will be there na, down. So this is the correct answer. If the three forces acting at a point are in equilibrium, each force is proportional to the sine of the angle between these other two, that is p by sin theta, q by cos theta, gamma by gamma pq, r by sin gamma. So those things we studied. Two coplanar couples having equal and opposite moments. So 39 is E. Cannot balance each other. Okay, because they are coplanar having the equal and opposite moments, because they can't balance each other, they will make a rotational moment. This is very important question. A frame subject structure is perfect if it is contained members is equal to m equal to 2j minus 3. So that is 2n minus 3. Sometime in RS Kurme it is j, it was mentioned in place of n. Okay, 41. Okay, so 41 answer, tell me. 41 is C, L by root 2. This type of question just once read and just remember the result. L by root 2. Okay, L by root 2. The product of either force of a couple with the arm of the couple is called. So 42. Tell me the answer. D, moment of a couple. Moment of the couple. So means it moment of the product, what you understand now. So this is the, this they are asking. So this is the length, this is the arm we can call, this is the force. So F into this arm length, that product we call as a momentum of a couple, or couple is telling. So we can say here two forces will be there. One is upward direction, one is downward direction. This is the arm, this is L. So these both are PP. So P into L is the our couple, momentum of a couple. In determining stress in frames by methods of a section, the frame is divided into two parts by a imaginary section drawn in such a way as not to cut more than how many sections? 43. You know that is three members with the unknown force of the frame, because we have three. If it is cut more than three with unknown forces, then it will be a problem, because we have the only three equations. With three equations we can solve three unknowns, but can't solve four unknowns. So that's why. The center of gravity of a uniform lamina lies at, okay, tell me. 44 is C, at the midpoint of the axis. Okay, The center of gravity of a solid cone lies on the axis at a height of, we studied, that is h by 4. So 1/4 of the total height of above base. So that is the C is the correct answer. So 45 is 1/4 of the total height above base. 1/2 not. This is it marked wrong. So here you see 1/2 fourth of the h by 4th actually. Okay. Center of percussion is. So tell me, it is the bigger option, this one. So if you don't know the answer and that question is not came from the RS Kurmi or RK Jain and you don't know answer, that time what you do, the trick, the which one is the biggest option will be there, that one you mark. At least that will become the right, because no one write that much big option which one is wrong. So wrong or statement you can write in a small form also. So no need to write that much big. Okay. Next, the center of gravity of a thin hollow cone lies on the axis at a height of. Okay. So 47 is B. 1/3 of the total height of the base. So that is the h by 3. For thin hollow cone. For solid cone h by 4. For hollow cone h by 3. The units of moment of inertia of area. Area means mm power 4 or meter power 4. The center of percussion of the homogeneous rod of a length L suspended at the top will be. So 49 D. 2 by 3rd L. Important, that one remember. The center of gravity of a triangle lies at the point of intersection of their medians. Next, the unit of moment of inertia of mass is kg/meter square. For mass, kg/meter square. For area, this is for area. The possible loading in various members of a framed structure are. Tell me, 52. Yes, that is the compression or tension. So any structure will be there, either compression or either tension force will be there in the members. Okay. So this is the answer is the correct. Next, a heavy string attached at the two ends at the same horizontal level and then central dip is very small approaches the following curve. So tell me, 53 A. 53 A or B? B, parabola. So it's like there is a big string, so because of its weight it will become like this. So this is the parabola shape. A trolley wire weighs 1.2 kg per meter length. The ends of the wires are attached to two poles 20 meters apart. If the horizontal tension is 1500 kg and the dip in the mid of the, so this is they are asking the question. So this is the string. So this tipping like this going like parabola shape. So then this horizontal dip, how much they are asking. Okay, just solve, then you get. So for these questions you have to remember the just answer. So but at the end of this video I will explain you. So 54 is, what is the answer for 54? Just now you remember, they will copy the direct question. 54 is C, that is 4 centimeter will be. This is the 4 centimeter. Okay. From a circular plate of a diameter 6 centimeter is cut out of the circle whose diameter is the radius of the plate. Find the center of gravity of the remainder from the center of the circular plate. So 55 is, what is the 55? Yeah, 0.5 centimeter. Important, remember, 0.5 centimeter. A rope is wrapping twice around a rough pole with a coefficient of friction mu. It is subjected to the force F1 at one end. A gradually increased force F2 is applied at the other end till the rope just starts slipping. At this instant, the ratio of the F2 to F1 is F2 2 by F1 is e to the power of how much? Tell me. So here what is happening, this rope is twice it was, okay, twice means this is suppose pulley, this is twice it was motion was in this twice around it was wrapped. So means one time means 360 degrees, one more time means 360, total 6 total 620. So that is the 2 pi plus 2 pi, that is the 4 pi. That's why here we are getting 4 pi mu, because 2 times. 57 is, okay, a circular moment of inertia of a thin circular ring of a, so this is the circular ring of a mass m and axis perpendicular to the plane of the ring is mr square. So that is we know mr square. 57 is a. Remember, pick up the wrong statement. So you remember this type of questions will do mistakes. Statement from the following, we will not see wrong, incorrect, and we will see correct. We will mark correct statement. Exam will do this type of silly mistake. 58 is D. The center of gravity of a semicircle is at a distance of r by 2 from the base. That is the wrong statement. So exactly what is the correct statement for this? So this is the semicircle. Then what is the center of gravity at how much distance? 4r by 3 pi for semicircle. For hemisphere it is 3r by 8. This all results you remember. The center of percussion of a solid cylinder of a radius r resisting on a horizontal plane will be, that is, tell me, 59 is D, 3r by 2. Okay, 3r by 2. Moment of inertia of a circular area about an axis perpendicular to the area. Okay, perpendicular to the area here. This time answer is B. Okay, because pi by 64 d to the power of 4. Okay, so in place of d you write 2 r, so 2 to the power of 4, 2 to the power of 4 means 16 4s are, so it actually perpendicular he was asking, so that's why we have to add 2 twice, so it will become half. The moment of inertia of a thin ring, external diameter d, internal diameter d, about an axis perpendicular to the plane of the ring. Okay, 61 B. Remember all options. Okay, you know already, just see and recall your answers before I will mark, so that it will become like a test for you. So 62 now. In the equation of virtual work, following force is neglected. So following force is neglected. So all forces are will neglect. These all forces will neglect. If the suspended body is stuck at the center of the percussion, then the pressure on the axis passing through the point of suspension will be. So 63 is C. That is 0. That is 0. Passing through the point of suspension will be 0. Okay. Moment of inertia of a solid sphere is, just he is asking moment of inertia of a solid sphere he was asking, that is the C, 2 by 5 mr square. The resultant of the following 3 couples. Okay, these are the question, this is the problematic question, so they gave, so answer is 65 A, 20 kg negative sense. See, positive negative has to come to balance that, counter attack the one more positive force, and 60 30, so this is 20. Okay, next, so this is the A is the correct answer. Moment of inertia of a ellipse, elliptical area having the major and minor diameter as x and y about the major axis they are asking. So 66 is A, pi x y cube. So remember, this is important question they will ask. Moment of inertia of a thin spherical shell is, Coal India they asked once 67 D. So 2 by third m r square. They asked just a solid sphere, then 2 by fifth. This is for hollow sphere. Remember, angle of friction is, so many exams they asked, even GATE exam also they asked, 68. A is the answer. The angle between the normal reaction and the resultant reaction and the limiting friction. So this is the angle of friction. So suppose this is the inclined plane, this is the body, and this is the normal reaction, this is the resultant, this is the resultant R, this is the normal reaction. Then this angle pi we called as the angle of friction. A is the correct answer. Next 16. The coefficient of friction depends on. Coefficient of friction is depends on nature of surface. This is important. Nature of surface means it is rough or smooth. Okay. 69D. 70. The least force required to draw a body up the inclined plane is a W sine plane inclination plus friction angle alpha plus pi applied in the direction. So 70 is D. At an angle equal to the angle of friction. So alpha equal to pi, then only we get the least force is required. So next 71. The ratio of limiting friction and normal friction is also known as the coefficient of friction. So limiting friction F by normal reaction R N or R N we can say just. Which of the following statement is not correct? So not correct they are asking. So 72 is D. The sign of angle of repose is equal to coefficient of friction. This is the wrong statement. 72 D. Important, remember. The ladder, this type of question so many exams they asked. The ladder resisting on a smooth ground and leaning against the vertical wall. The force of friction will be, okay, so always force of friction will be. So 73 is C. Upward at the upper end. For this type of questions, whenever ladder question they will ask, you just see in upward direction what is going. When it will be upward direction, upward force will be there because that is not smooth. If it is smooth in upward direction, it is 0, you have to write. A ladder is resting on a ground and leaning against the smooth vertical wall, the force of friction will be, okay, 0 at the upper end. Always we talk about the upper end. 74 is D. 75. The velocity of body on resulting the ground from the height h is given by. So this is the V equal to under root of 2g h. That one we know. The frictional force encountered after commencement of the motion is called what is we called? Is called dynamic friction because it is in motion. If it is not in motion, then that is static friction. Coefficient of friction is just we now studied. What is meaning of coefficient of friction? It is the tangent of the angle of repose. Tangent of the angle of friction. So tan pi is equal to mu. We know that. So tan pi equal to mu. Mu is the coefficient of friction and tangent of angle of repose. So that is the answer. Correct answer is this E. Pick up the wrong statement about a frictional force for a dry surface. Friction force is what? F is equal to mu into N. Okay. So it is, what is this? 78. See, it is proportional to velocity of sliding because F is equal to mu into N. So whenever the velocity will be more, the friction force will be less will be there. It will be decreased after reaching some speed. This is important. 79. So 79 is, tell me, a body weighs W inclined plane of a alpha being be pulled up horizontal. So up means always positive, I told. W into tan of alpha plus pi. Down means minus. But this is for the inclined plane body. A particle moves along a straight line such that distance x traveled in t seconds is given by this one, the acceleration of particles. So x is given, so you differentiate dx by dt, then you get v, then again one more time you do it, whatever result we get, that one dv by dt you do it, then you get acceleration. and you substitute any value they will give, then that value will substitute. Here no value is given, so 80 is how much? 80 is C. 60 minus 8. A rain is falling in a opposite direction of the movement of the pedestrian. He has to hold his umbrella. He has to hold his umbrella less inclined than standing. Less inclined than standing. This is an important question. Some variety question they will ask. This is very, very important. Cartesian equation of trajectory is, I told you in last session also, minus will be there and 2u will be down will be there. So what is the result answer for this one? This one, x tan alpha minus g into x square by 2u square cos square alpha. Down cos square will be there. Okay. Total time. So here they are asking time. Time is equal to 2u sin alpha by g. So that is the 83 is A. Important. Okay. Time, range and height. These three questions they will ask. One question. Escape velocity from the surface of earth is approximately, 11 point, how much? The rockets will move with this much of kilometer per second, then only they can escape from earth gravitational force. So this is the 84B. 85. For maximum range of projectile, the angle of projection is important, very important, 45 degrees. Then only it will move. So this is the 45 degrees. Next. The projection is fired at an angle of theta to the vertical. Its horizontal range will be maximum when theta is same. Will be maximum when theta equal to 45 degrees. 87. Here now asking what they are asking? They are asking maximum height. Okay, this is the height. So maximum height formula is what? 87 u square sin square alpha by 2g. U square sin square alpha by 2g. This is for height. H max. Okay. Limiting force of friction is. Limiting force of friction is. So very, very important question. Very, very important question. So this is the frictional force acting when the body is just about to move or just about to begin to slide. Coulomb's friction is the frictional between the, very important, 89, A, bodies having the relative motion. Bodies having relative motion. Coulomb friction is the friction between the bodies having the relative motion. Dynamic friction as compared to static friction, I told you. So tell me, most of the people do wrong. It is less actually. Static friction will be more. Two bodies of 100 kg and 400 kg resting on a two inclined planes, alpha and beta, towards each other. So mu and mu2 is the tension. So what they are asking, tension in the string will be how much they are asking. So just remember this question. They will copy the same question. So 91 is C, 400. Okay. So here the bigger one is our result. Just remember like that. 91, 91, 92. Tangent of the angle of friction is equal to. Tangent of the angle of friction is what? Already we told, coefficient of friction. So 92 is D, coefficient of friction. So mu is equal to tan alpha is there na? So that's why. Next. Kinetic friction is. Kinetic friction is. So tell me. 93. Kinetic friction is the friction force acting in a body just about to move. So kinetic means velocity will come. So this is just about to move. Kinetic friction is also called as a dynamic friction. Dynamic friction. Okay. The effort required to apply it parallel to plane to move a body W up a rough inclined plane. So I told you rough inclined plane. So what will be the answer? W into up means positive, and whenever mu they will give, mu also we have to add. So that is the D is the correct answer. 94 D. 95. The effort required to lift a load W on a screw jaw with a helix angle alpha and angle of friction pi is equal to. So 95 is A. Up points always positive. So remember. A semicircular disc resting on a horizontal plane a surface with a top surface horizontal and circular portion touching down. So this question you read and you just remember the answers. So what is the answer for this one? 96. C, slant down to a downward direction of pull. Slant down, downwards direction of pull. Okay, option remember. Slant down towards the direction of pull. Okay, next. A single force and the couple acting in a same plane upon a rigid body. What will do? It will cannot balance each other, because single force and couple, single force cannot balance each other. Two forces will be there, then they will balance each other. If the three forces acting in a one plane upon a rigid body keep it in equilibrium, there must be either meet at one point, be parallel, at least two of them must meet. All of these are correct. So this is the what is the answer for this one? 100 question is D. All of these are correct. Important question this one also. A body frictional force which comes into play when the body just begin to slide over another surface is called. So here sliding he was telling. So 101 is the A, that we called as a just. He told just begin to means limiting friction. The coefficient of friction depends upon I told you nature of surface. It's not depend on area of contact. A is the correct answer. 102 is A. 103, that is 102 question, very very important. 103 is parallel axis theorem. Iy equal to Ix plus A into R square. So what is the correct answer? 103 A. Important. 104. The necessary condition for the forces to be in equilibrium is that these should be coplanar, meet at one point, both A and B are correct. So this is the correct statement. 104 is C. Three forces acting in the different planes can be represented by a triangle. These will be in what? 105A, 105A, non-equilibrium. Okay, so one more once we'll read 105. If three forces acting in different planes can be represented by a triangle, this will be in non-equilibrium. Okay, important question. If n and j, then n equal to how much? N equal to 2j minus how much? 106. 2j minus 3. That one we know. A body moves from a rest with a constant acceleration of 5 meters per second. The distance covered in 5 seconds is nearly. Okay. So how much? 107. 107 is B. 62 point. So remember till now, just now you remember 5 will give. So 62.5. So how you remember this question? 5 5s are 25. Otherwise you square these two and multiply. 25 into 25, 625. So that is our answer. Just remember now. At the end we will see. A flywheel on a motor goes from a rest to 1000 rpm in 6 seconds. The number of revolution made is nearly equal to. So in 6/7 it is goes to 1000 rpm. So 1000 by 108 is how much? 108 is B. So you just 1000 divided by 60. So into 6. So you just 6. 108 is B. So this one will be equal to 50. So you will see this solution at the end. Just now till now remember this is the 50. 109. So this tell me answer. This is the equation of 109D, hyperbola. Okay, this is the equation of hyperbola. Next 110. 110. Which of the following is the locus of the point that moves in such a manner that its distance from a fixed point is equal to its distance from a fixed line multiplied by a constant greater than 1. Constant greater than 1. So 110 is B, that is a hyperbola. Okay, remember the result. Which of the following is not a unit of energy? So energy means a joule, joule means Newton upon meter. So here what is the not unit of energy? What is the unit of power? A sample of metal weights in air 180 100 kg in water, 200 gram in unknown fluid. Then which of the following statement corrected density of a metal? Very important question. Very important. 112. So tell me the answer. 112 is A. Density of metal cannot be determined, because density of metal we are not determined with given information. Center of gravity of a solid sphere lies on the central radius. So solid sphere they are asking. Hemisphere. So 3r by, I told you, 3r by 8. Okay. That is the D is the correct answer. Center of gravity of a trapezium. H by third into 2a plus b by a plus b. This is the trapezium. Center of gravity of a triangle with a base A. Very important question this. 115 answer is A. Very important. According to the theorem of perpendicular axis, Ixx, Iyy. Okay, so 116 is A. Perpendicular axis theorem, I z equal to Ixx plus Iyy. So 117 will see. The center of gravity of the plane lamina will not be at its geometrical center in the case of right angle triangle. In right angle triangle, the center of gravity is not at the exactly middle. 117 is A. 118. Moment of inertia of a rectangular base and height d, x-axis about x-axis is given by bdq by 12. So that is the bdq by 12. So 118 is B. Okay. 118 is bdq by 12. Next, the center of gravity of a right circular solid cone of height h lies at a distance of. So already solid cone means h by 4. Hollow means h by 3. H by 3 is for hollow cone. Moment of inertia of a circular area whose diameter is d about an axis perpendicular to the area passing through its center is given by the passing through its center pi d to the power of 4 by 64. That one you know. That is the 120. Okay, it was saying here not passing through the center of gravity. It is perpendicular he was asking. Perpendicular means we have to apply the parallel axis theorem. So Ixx plus Iyy. So pi d to the power of 4 by 32. This is the correct answer. Whenever perpendicular you will tell, the half will be there. When it is passing through center of gravity, that time it will have to write this one. Okay, so now this is the correct answer. Important, remember. Moment of hollow circular cross section about horizontal axis is. So 121 is D. Pi by 64 into d to the power of 4 minus small d to the power of 4. That is important. Moment of the hollow circular section about an central axis perpendicular to the section. Now again here perpendicular to the section means pi by 32 will come compared to horizontal section. Horizontal means pi by 64 will come. So how much will be there? Pi by 32, pi by 64. So 60 will go in the numerator. So 32 1 the 32 2 the. So double. 112 is 122 is B. So double. You understand now? I hope. Moment of inertia of a right circular cylinder of radius r and mass m about its axis is given by how much? Mr square. Right circular cylinder mr square. Okay. 124. Moment of inertia of a triangle of base A and height h about the base is given by. So triangle they are asking about base. Tell me how much? 124. bh cube by 12. About base they are asking, then it is bh cube by 12. Next, moment of inertia of a triangular section about a height and parallel to the base. Whenever parallel to the base, bh cube by 36. Remember these two results, very important. When parallel to base, passing through center of gravity, parallel. Whenever parallel through base, then pi by 36. Whenever they are asking about base, that time 12 will be there. Okay, that time 12 will be there. Which of the following is the example of level of first order? Level of first order. 126 is D. All of these are the level of first order. Arm of man, arm of scissors, and okay, pair of clinical tongs. A pair of Smith's tongs is an example of the level of. So this is the level of which level? Second level, second order level. Smith's tong, second. Yes, second. You remember this is start with S, this is start with S. Remember like this, Smith second. Okay, otherwise you can remember like this also. Australia vice captain Smith will come for batting at second order, means anyone will out, that time only will come. Okay. In the level of the third order, W and force P, effort P, and the fulcrum F are oriented as follows. 128 is A. W between P and F. So W will somewhere between P and F. Okay. The angle which an inclined plane makes with the horizontal when a body placed on it is about to move down is known as angle of. About to move down. 129. So about to move down is angle of repose. About to move down. So here he was asking angle asking. Okay. So if it is asked friction, then we can call as a, that is limiting friction. This statement for same for limiting friction also, but it's known as the angle of he told. That's why we call as a, this is called as repose angle. Okay. And if it is which kind of friction, it is limiting friction, because here he was given just, here he was given in a body place about to move, means just about to move, that is the meaning. The actual mission mechanical advantage is less than velocity ratio, because efficiency is mechanical advantage by velocity ratio. In actual mission it is less than 100%. When it will be less than 100%, mechanical advantage should be less than velocity ratio, then only. For ideal it will be 100%. So answer is what? C. Okay. In ideal missions, it is mechanical advantage is equal to velocity ratio. Important question. Then only it will be 100%. So mechanical advantage by velocity ratio, both will cancel. 1 will become 1 means 100%. The velocity ratio in case of a inclined plane inclined at an angle theta to the horizontal and weight being be pulled up. Up means always a positive. The inclined plane by a vertical effort is. So 132. So 132 is, tell me, 132. So 132 is, which is the correct answer? 132 is BA. So that is the sine theta. Yesterday we saw. So we know that this is the inclined plane, this is the body, this is F frictional force, this is G sine theta or F sine theta, and this one will be resultant, this will be G cos theta. So this is moving in the inclined plane, that is G sin theta is our correct answer. Upward direction, which one is making? G sin theta. When P is the effort and W is the load on the linear motion is given by the, so law of motion, MP plus MW plus C, that is the D is the correct answer. Law of motions we know, P is equal to MW plus C. A simple screw job. Okay. In a simple screw jaw, the pitch of the screw is 9 mm and the length of the handle operating the screw is 45 cm. Then the velocity ratio of the system will be. So you just now remember the answer only. 134 is C. 314. Okay. So how to remember? 9 into. So it is 9 into 45 you multiply. So you will get 300 something. So 300 something is the here result. The equation of the catenary in the Cartesian form is, so 135 is, so just you remember the result, C into cos h of x by c, cos h of x by c. A cable with a uniformly distributed load per horizontal meter run will take the following shape. It will take which shape? 136b. 136b parabola. Okay. V is the vertical load at the support end and the H is the horizontal tension. Then the maximum tension in the string is equal to 137. 137 is D. Okay. 138. Tension in the string is maximum at. Tension in the string is maximum at 138. C. At midway. Whenever two elastic bodies collide with each other, the phenomena of collision takes because of the two bodies. 139 is what? 139. Tell me the answer. 139 is D. All of these are correct. Okay. This answer is all of these are correct. In the given figure shows a ball in equilibrium under the action of vertical and horizontal supports and also supports by a string SG. Obviously, the resultant force RH, RV and S will be equilibrium of W. The magnitude RH, RV and S will be. So he was asking these three unknown values. Okay. So what is this answer? 140. Tell me. That is the E. Cannot be determined. Definitely. So this question they may ask. So the pictures will be there. So they may ask. So 140 is E. But answer is you can't do. Okay. So this type of question they will ask sometime. Shown in the figure. Reaction on the plane OA will be. So reaction on the plane OA will be. So if you see this is more and this is down will be there. So more weight this body will, this plane will take. So what is the answer? 141. 141 is A, greater than OB. So by seeing, understanding, we can say that no need to solve. The minimum coefficient of friction between the between a sphere and a inclined plane of theta, so that the sphere will roll without slipping is. This is very important. 142 is D. 1 by 7 tan theta. Important question. A circular roller of a weight W is hung by a tie rod and resisting against a smooth vertical wall as shown in the figure. The tension in the tie rod will be. So 143 C. Greater than W. So important question. Remember, they will directly copy. The force induced in member AB due to load W in figure given will be 144 B W sec theta. The force induced in member AB due to load W in figure given will be W sec theta. 144 is B. So the above figure only they are asking. In this one W sec theta. Next, which of the following in this question they ask it. So this question we can solve by this Lam's theorem. Okay. 145 question. The force introduced in the string BC due to the load W in the above figure will be there. So now they are asking BC. So 145 is how much? 145 C. W tan theta. The force introduced in the string BC due to the load W figure below will be. So in this one, in BC, what is the load they are asking? So 146 is how much? Tell me. Yeah. W sec theta. Directly they will copy. So Pythagoras theorem we can solve. Not Pythagoras. This what Lami's theorem. The force induced in a member AB due to load W in the above figure will be. So 147. 147 is how much? In this above figure AB, how much they are asking? 147 dW cot theta. W cot theta. Okay. So the force introduced in a member AB due to load W in the above figure will be. In the above figure will be 147 W cot theta. That is finished. Okay. Now see this question. Okay. Two identical rollers of a equal weight are supported as shown in the figure. The maximum reaction will occur at. So maximum reaction where it will occur? Tell me. 148. By seeing only you can say at a C, because this weight all together will come on this. Okay. On point C. Chord ABC is attached at the 2 points A and C on a vertical walls, and the pulley B of a instantly small radius carries a load W and is free to roll without friction along the chord. Tension in AB compared to BC will be. Tension in AB compared to BC is, so 149 is C equal. This figure is shown alpha and beta. So alpha compared to beta will be. So by seeing you can say how much alpha compared to beta? 150. 150 C. Actually it is equal. The horizontal force F acts at an hinge C of a bar system as shown in the figure. The force introduced in the member CD will be. So CD they are asking. So if you do this, if you cut like a section, then what will be there? This will be there. Okay, here F will be there. So here will be F should be there. So here nothing will be there, force. So what will be there? This will be 0. In this one vertical direction nothing will be there, so the force will be 0. In the above figure, force introduced in the member AB will be. So they are asking force in the member AB. So 152 is 152 is A, that is F tan sine okay F for tensile 152. 153. In the above figure, force introduced in a member BD will be. In the above figure, force introduced in a member BD will be. So in this one they are asking in BD what is the force introduced they are asking. So 153 is B. 153 is B. So this is in BD and this is in AB. AB F only F, and in BD this 2 under root of 2F compressive. The hinged square ABC diagonal BD is subjected to equal and opposite force F at each corner as shown in the figure. Force introduced in the member AB, BC, CD and DA will be. AB, BC, CD and DA will be. How much he was asking. Okay. So 154 is the C. F by root 2 tension means in all this, in this all F by root 2 tension, that force will act. In the above figure, force introduced in the member BD will be. So means BD means this diagonal, what is the force introduced they are asking. So 155 is B, F compressive. Remember this F by root 2 in all sides and diagonal this F compressive. The prismatic bar AB is supported at its ends by a smooth semi-circular trough as shown in the figure below figure, and is lying in a vertical plane normal to the axis of the trough. The reaction at the point A and B will be acting. So 156 is D. So that is normal to the surface of point of contact. Normal to the surface of point of contact. Okay. A lever be supported the hinge A and C, and the supported acted on by forces P and Q shown in below figure. The reaction at C will be. So the reaction at the C will be passing through C and intersection at P and Q. This one. So this one will be passing through C and intersection of P and Q. So this will be the answer. So C, D will be the answer. For this question, D will be the answer. Okay, 60 kg man standing on a middle of the 20 kg ladder as shown in the figure. The reaction at A will be. So they are asking what is the reaction at here. So remember this result just for now our comfort. So 158 is C, 83.4. So 60 plus 20 is 80. So it should be little bit more. So 83.4. A prismatic bar AB of weight W and L is hinged at the A and supported at B as shown in the figure. Reaction at B. So they are asking what is the reaction at here. They are asking. So you have to 159. So 159 is D. W by S into cos alpha. W by S into cos alpha. W by 2 I think so, that is not S, that is printing mistake. A ladder resisting against a wall will be never slip irrespective of the weight man standing on it if the ladder makes an angle. So it should be, what is this one, 160 is greater than frictional force with vertical, then only it will not fall down. 160, remember the option. 161. A locomotive of the weight W is pulled by the force F equal and total friction at the point of contact A and B. The vertical reaction RA and RB respectively will be. RA and RB, very very important gate question. The gate once they asked this question. Okay, 161 C. So this is the back side wheel, this is the front side wheel, back side wheel negative and the front side positive will be there. So this is the answer is C. RA and RB they asked. So RA this, RB this. A weight W is supported by the two cables as shown in the figure. For what value of the theta the tension in the cable making angle theta will be minimum. So 162 is how much? A at 30 degrees. At 30 degrees, important, remember. So this is 60 means this should be 30. The ladder AB weighting W is supported as shown in the figure. The reaction at A will be. So the reaction at A, how much they are asking. Okay. So 164, that is the B. 163, that is 163 is D. So more than W. So reaction always more than W. When one man is standing, that is 60 plus 20, 80, 83 will came. So like similarly here it will be more than W. W point, so 2W, 3W will be their answer. So something more than that, not that much. That is 164 is, so the reaction at A and B will be they are asking. So reaction at A and B. So this answer is W comma 0. A and B. So A is W and B is, it will not take any load. Okay. W comma 0. The total friction that can be developed is, independent of magnitude of area of contact. Independent of magnitude of area of contact, I told you. It will depends on nature of surface only. The low velocity of a sliding, the total friction that can be developed is, okay, 166 is D. It's partially independent of velocity. So frictional force is partially independent of velocity. 166 is D. 167. The rectangular block of a weight W and height h. Rectangular block of weight W and height h is resting on a horizontal floor, it is to be avoided from overturning when a horizontal pull acts at any height on the block. This will be possible when 167 is C. Important result. Remember, W by 2H greater than mu. Okay, a man wishes to slide a heavy block over a concrete floor by a rope. For what angle of alpha the rope should be inclined when the horizontal, so that the man exert a minimum. Whenever minimum will there, it will be equal. 168 is B. Next, 169. Two rectangular blocks of weight W each are connected by a flexible cord and rest upon a horizontal and an inclined plane, with the cord passing over the pulley as shown in the figure below. If the mu is the coefficient of friction for all continuous surfaces, angle theta for motion of the system to impede will be 169. So 169 is B. Tan theta by 2 is equal to mu for this question. Remember. 170. A circular disc of weight W rolls down an inclined plane of inclination theta. If the force of friction be F, then the total net force on the disc parallel to the plane is equal to. So 170 is B. Parallel to the disc is equal to, because this is inclined plane, this is the inclined plane, this is body, so this is W sin theta, and in this opposite direction, but F will be the friction force. So if you add these two forces, W sin theta in one direction, one more direction, friction force will be set, so negative will be there, so that will be the difference. A body of weight W is resisting at a plane inclined at 30 degrees to the horizontal. If it is attached to a string making an angle of 60 degrees with the horizontal, find the tension in the string if the friction angle is 30 degrees. Friction angle is 30 degrees. So answer is for this. This answer is W by 2. Two weights of a 2W and W are connected by an inflexible string and rest on a two inclined planes, inclined at 30 degrees and 60 degrees respectively, as shown in the figure. Angle alpha will be equal to, so 172 is D. 172 is D. Tan inverse of root 3 by 2. A body is resting on a plane inclined at angle of 30 degrees to horizontal, when force would be required to slide it down. The coefficient of friction between body and plane is 0.3. So 173 is A. That time it is 0. So coefficient of friction. So he was asking what force is required. What force is required? 0 force is required. It automatically slide down. 173 is A. 174. Least force that starts a body along a plane acts at an angle with the plane. So 174 is A, equal to the angle of friction. We told it is the least force, then alpha is equal to pi. Next, the body weighs 100 kg falls free vertically down on a cart weighing 200 kg moving at a velocity v. The velocity of a cart after falling of the weight would be, so 175 is C, less than the v, because more weight, so it will velocity will decrease. The weight W1 on a smooth cable is connected by a light cord passing over a smooth pulley to another weight W2 is free to move vertically as shown in the figure. The tension in the cord will be, this total tension they are asking, what is the tension in the cord. So 176 is E. So remember this result, very important. This result is very important. W1 W2 by W1 plus W2. A wedge with a with a included angle theta is used to split logs. If the alpha be the angle of friction between the wedge and the log, the maximum value of theta so that wedge will remain embedded in the log is equal to tell me to remember. In the figure shown, the hoisting apertures in which the spur AB is 5 cm long is free to turn in a vertical plane through A and B and is fastened by a cable BC 3 meter long to a point C 6 meter vertically above. The weight of A 1500 kg is supported by a cable at B. Neglecting the weight of the spur and the cable, the force along the AB will be. So this one we can solve first Pythagoras theorem, and after that we can solve by the Lami's theorem. Force in AB they are asking. So how much will be the force in AB? 178 is B. So 178 is B, 1250. Next, in the above problem, the force in BC will be D, 750. Okay. So BC 750, AB will be more. A weight of 500 kg is held on a smooth plane inclined at a 30 degrees to the horizontal by a force P acting 30 degrees above the plane as shown in the figure. Okay, as shown in the figure. So what they are asking, the reaction of the plane on the weight will be. So normal reaction they are asking, that is the how much? 288 kg. So for this answer 288 kg. So I will explain you this result, but they will copy the same questions. So you just remember the answers. For RS Kurme, RKJ, you have to know by seeing the question only, not reading. By seeing the question only, you are able to tell the answer for numerical and theory question. Then only you can able to crack the any exam. Okay. So now we studied 180 questions and remaining total 375 questions is there nearly. So remaining 190 questions we'll see tomorrow in part 2. Okay, all the best for your exams. Okay.